All right, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana, and I'm always amazed at how many people have been imprisoned or outcast or other things when they've come up with revolutionary ideas that the establishment doesn't like because of whatever reason. And it is unfortunate that this individual, Wilhelm Reich, was one of those individuals. And this guy is a Ph.D., this James DeMeo, is doing a video on this. Let's go back to section here. He shows that you can use a motor, even with some of this power. A lot of this stuff reminds me of Dave's information and so forth. But there were students and whatnot of him. This is now a museum, but it was a laboratory at one time. This is 2007 when this was taken. And they give the address for that museum. This guy really existed, but there was also some real goofy stuff too with this guy, of course. Many of the books are still available, and Natural Energy Works Net. I'll have to look at that. Anyhow, there's so much that has been covered up. It's sickening.
Languages from all around the world. Since the 1960s, an entire new generation of scientists and physicians have investigated Dr. Reich's work, reproducing his experiments, applying them clinically, and finding them to be sound and the discovery of the orgone energy to be authentic. In particular, Dr. James DeMeo, a former university professor who was blacklisted and punished for his positive interests, has several books on this subject which are available. The Orgone Accumulator Handbook by Dr. DeMeo provides concise instructions on how to build and safely use the orgone energy accumulator, following Dr. Reich's original guidelines. And this small but information-packed book contains many photos, diagrams, a scientific bibliography, and resource guide. Another book edited by Dr. DeMeo, entitled Heretic's Notebook, presents the results of new experiments by many different scientists of the younger generation, proving and expanding upon the scientific substance of Dr. Reich's discovery. It also addresses questions of historical significance on related concepts, such as the cosmic ether of space, which always had positive evidence to support it, in spite of many distortions. These books, and others like them, are important for anyone interested in Dr. Reich's discoveries, which constitute a breakthrough and authentic revolution in the sciences. They are a part of the censored science of the 20th century, which are expunged from textbooks and about which the mainstream news media refuses to accurately. You are encouraged to get these books and educate yourself.
So this is the James DeMeo PhD here. We're going to edit this and stop here. I'll show you a couple more things here on this site. One of the things to look at here is OregonElab.org. This is where the source is from. You can see some of these things here on the lab. You can also see some of the stuff that shows that it is foolishness too, with some of it like growing nonsense about Reich and Oregon on global internet. There's some foolishness, and there's also some documented stuff that is more scientific. As all brilliant scientists, there's always truth and fallacy about what has really been done. There's also DeMeo's research and what he's been doing, and how he has followed up with it. Also his lectures, different awards and different things. So there are some great articles on this site, and it has to be more fully studied to appreciate that. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. We'll edit this, and as always, those that got into areas that the elites did not want because of profit and gain and other things often were criticized and ridiculed and even punished, if not executed or imprisoned. This has happened again and again in modern times, if not anciently. Unfortunate, but true.